Earth Hour is the largest global environmental movement, and it returns for its 18th edition with the biggest hour for Earth. And it unites millions around the world in celebration of our planet. It provides 60 minutes of global unity around the world in support and celebration of our planet. In an increasingly divided world, Earth Hour serves as a beacon of positivity, hope, and inspiration to rally as many people as possible. Since our beginnings in '07, Earth Hour has been known for the lights off moment when individuals from around the globe are switching off their lights to show symbolic support for the planet and to raise awareness of the environmental issues affecting it. More than 15 years later, we are now at a tipping point with our climate and nature crises, putting at risk the fate of our one home and all our futures. We are on course to breach by 2030 the 1.5 degrees centigrade global temperature increase limit set by the Paris Climate Agreement and nature. While all landmarks will switch off, individuals are invited to give an hour for Earth, doing something, anything, positive for the planet while doing something they love. Launching a revamped Hour Bank, a new online interactive tool that offers a spread of fun, simple, give-an-hour activities, personalized according to their interest and lifestyle, from food and fitness to art and entertainment. Over 410,000 hours were given to our planet by supporters in 190 countries and territories, representing 90% of the planet, making it the biggest hour for Earth. The General Director of World Wildlife Fund says more people than ever need to join this year's Earth Hour to leverage the collective power of individuals and communities. It's crucial to get involved if we want to raise awareness about the environmental challenges and bend the curve of biodiversity loss by 2030. To truly unite millions across the globe, it is important that Earth Hour expands beyond its already massive pool of current supporters and engages with individuals who have not yet been involved. Protecting our planet is a shared responsibility, and it demands collective action from every corner. Together, as we unite for Earth Hour, we not only highlight the urgent issues we face, but also celebrate the innovations and solutions that can lead us to a brighter future. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending. I'm Mike Brick, and I'm chairman of the West Orange Environmental Commission. And you're here at our annual booster event here at the Thomas Edison National Historical Park. And Tom Ross, the superintendent, has been here a number of years now. Tom, thank you for hosting the event again.
Thank you, Mike, and I want to welcome everyone here in the audience at home as well to the Earth Hour. We're here, as Michael said, at Thomas Edison National Historical Park in West Orange. We're in the physics lab, building 1 here. It's always a great event to support Earth Hour, and we certainly encourage the public to come and not only participate in Earth Hour, but also to visit your national park here on Main Street and learn about Thomas Edison and learn about all the incredible things that took place here, right here in West Orange, all of the incredible work that Thomas Edison and the team did here. And of course, this is a living testament to one of the greatest inventors of mankind. So we're very fortunate to be stewards here. But another part of our mission is environmental stewardship. And although this is a cultural park, most people are used to, when they think of national parks, they think of, the Y parks, as we say, the Yosemites and the Yellowstones and the Grand Canyons. We also have wonderful parks like this. And as we like to say here in West Orange, we're the only park in America on a main street and only national park on a main street. So we're all very proud of that. And you too should be proud of it as citizens here in West Orange. But, this is a great program, Earth Hour International. As Mike said, it's really a great event, and it really allows people to think, well, what can I do? What can I do to help save our planet? And we're all very familiar with climate change issues and sea level rise and all these things. And these are real issues that we're dealing with. And you can start by shutting your lights down for 1 hour. And you know what? You're going to save a little money on your electric bill, but you're also going to be doing something for the environment. And beyond electricity, just, obviously, we all have a civic responsibility. I call it a civic duty. We don't talk about that as much, but I think we all have a civic duty to try to conserve, do whatever we can to help our planet and make sure it's here for future generations. The National Park Service is here. We've preserved and set aside these important places for this and future generations. That's what we say in our motto and why we exist. And of course, the same can be said for environmental stewardship. So we want to make sure that we're doing what we can, not only for this generation, but our future generations. So thank you all, and Michael, always great to support this program, and thank you very much. Have a good day.
Being the host, I would also like to introduce a new member of the museum, David Vega. He's the Cultural Resource Program Manager.
Thank you for the introduction. It's good to be here. I just started at the park in January after briefly detailing in here last summer and fall. My position with the park, I'm a Cultural Resource Program Manager, and what that means is that I supervise the museum curator staff here. So basically, they're the people that work with the vast collections of things that we inherited from Edison and his family, from the house to the laboratories here. An enormous collection of paperwork, documents, laboratory notes from the work that Edison and his staff were doing to develop all of the technologies that we now associate with Edison's legacy. And it's an important place to be on a day where we're talking about and thinking about environmental issues. Environmental issues have everything to do with the history of how we have used technology. If you've got a phone in your pocket that you can talk on, that you can play video, that runs on electricity, all of that sort of technology that fits right in your pocket started out with big clunky machines that got the whole process going, that were developed here. But Edison also was sort of the person who worked as a business person, not just an inventor, to develop the networks and that enable us to use electricity today. And as we think about the ways that we can reshape our world around technology that's more sensitive to the impacts that we have on the environment, this is sort of a good sort of historical reference point to begin with in thinking about our impacts and how we function in the world. So I'm pleased to be here, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
There's a famous quote by Edison from 1931, and he says, I'm paraphrasing, when we run out of fossil fuels, the only source of real energy is solar energy. And that's from 1931. He saw the future as he saw it evolve into the electrical world from the combustion world. We've got a lot of people to go through, but one of the most important people in the room I'd like to introduce you to is Mayor Susan McCartney. Susan has been many years as a town councilwoman, and she was elected last year as mayor. And Sue McCartney has been our coordinator before she was mayor on the West Orange Environmental Commission, and she continues on as an advisor to support everything environmental. The amount of time that she puts in to look for grants is truly mind-blowing. So Susan, come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. So before I became the mayor, I am the Sustainable Jersey coordinator for the township. And as we've heard, this is our 15th year. But first, let me say thank you to the Thomas Edison National Historic Park. We always say how many towns can boast that we have a national park on our main street. And what a backdrop, because what you're going to hear today are so many ideas from different organizations in town that have environmentally friendly ideas and sensitive ideas. Our forester is here. South Mountain Conservancy is here. We have our students from the high school presenting as the Fight for Green. We have students also from the high school with the Pedestrian Safety Advisory group. And Roosevelt Middle School had a climate showcase, and some of the exhibits are here that we wanted to share with you. We have a representative from Senator John McKeon's office. John has always been a presenter and a speaker here. He's in Trenton right now. We talk about these 60 minutes here, and we're just talking about turning your lights out. That's how it started 15 years ago. We were just trying to get the people in town. Out of 192 countries that now participate, thousands of municipalities and cities and towns, I've always registered the town as a participant. And what we really enjoy doing is that the non-essential lights go out at 8:30. And we have this panoramic view of New York City. So if you do go up to the Eagle Rock Reservation, you can actually see the lights go out across the city, which we always think it's a wonderful phenomenon. But over the years, it's grown. It's not just 60 Minutes. There are other things like hikes and trees we're going to hear about, and a lot of different, like I said, environmentally sensitive projects that people have been working on, and that's what we wanted to present to you today. No pun intended, but I hope to shed light on all of our local projects. And just from town, as the mayor, the township has updated our stormwater management regulations. We are strengthening our tree ordinance as I speak right now. We launched the Sustainable Jersey PSE&G Partnership for Energy Conservation free audit for residents and business owners to get this audit. And we have always collaborated with the Board of Education, and one of the projects we have been working on I really, really want to see happen is the installation of solar carports and canopies and electric charging stations at all of our municipal buildings and at almost all of our public schools. So today we're here to invite you all to listen to everyone's ideas and see where we go from here. Thank you all for being here.
It's hard to believe that Susan could be mayor and do all the things that she accomplishes for the environment and for energy conservation and for planning for our future. So thank you. All of our council people and mayor, it's not a full-time job. It's a full-time job without full-time pay. Let's put it like that. And I want you to know that it's mainly volunteerism, even in the town of 50,000 in West Orange, where the elected officials do not get a full salary. And it's important to know that, because volunteerism, as we've seen people in this room do, is what drives this town. The people that tune into this program should know a little bit about Earth Hour. They have an absolutely wonderful website, earthhour.org. Just open it up. You'll see activities for students, for children, for parents, and it's the best website I've seen in all the years that we've worked on Earth Hour together. So that in mind, I'd like to bring up Julian Tino, who works with John McKeon's office. John McKeon is our state senator. John, when he was an assemblyman, was chairman of the Environmental Committee, and he was instrumental in getting our ban on plastic bags at the supermarket and grocery stores. We're the only state in the union that has that ban. So we are the leaders in many areas of the environmental movement. It's not perfect, but it's a major step. So Julian, come on up.
Hello everybody, it's a pleasure to be here. So I've been working for Senator John McKeon now for about 2 months, and I'm very proud to say that. As a champion and a leader of environmental protection here in New Jersey, and me, myself, as an environmental studies undergraduate, I'm very happy to be able to work with him. Anytime somebody calls our office and they want to talk about an environmental issue, I'm able to say confidently that Senator McKeon is considering that and he's paying attention to that. One of the most frequent inquiries and concerns that we get in our office is about, call it the Green Amendment, call it SCR .43. Senator McKeon is on the Environmental Committee now as a senator, which naturally that's where he belongs, right? But we know Senator McKeon is going to be the leader of that. So with Earth Hour, I think it's a reminder that we live in a beautiful planet, beautiful people around us, those we love, nature, the different species of the earth. So it's a moment of reflection and recognition of that. So I hope everybody's able to enjoy that. And maybe we need more than an hour, hopefully, in the future. But thank you again for having me. And yes, proud to be here. Thank you.
I'd like to bring some of the students up. And the first group I'd like to bring up are from the Badlani Foundation from West Orange High School, the Traffic Advisory Board.
Hello everyone, and good afternoon. My name is David Tomei, and I'm the Vice President of the Youth Advisory Board, and this is
Tatiana Garcia, and I am the Treasurer of the Youth Advisory Board.
Today we're here just to essentially go over some of our accomplishments and just some of our future goals, where we want to be able to make our streets more walkable and bikeable and reduce the carbon footprint as well. So our mission. So as the Youth Advisory Board, we want to make a difference in our community through policy changes and education. So by doing this, we want to make traffic safety recommendations as well. So we do this by our 3 committees. So the Policy Committee on top, the Municipal Committee in the middle, and then the Education Committee at the bottom.
as far as the policy committee goal, we advocate for the introduction and the passage of Bill S2789. Essentially, this just requires permit holders to record a minimum of 50 practice driving hours, which 10 have to be at night. We've testified before the Senate Transportation Committee, the Senate Budget Appropriations Committee, and the Assembly Transportation Committee. On January 8th, 2024, this year, we got the news that the bill was signed into a law.
All right, now for our municipal committee. So our goal is to engage our community to promote traffic safety. For the past few years, we've been collaborating with the West Orange Pedestrian Safety Board. So we've been able to attend monthly meetings via Zoom and in person. We've been able to address community road issues, traffic safety issues. And we've been able to actually generate solutions with local traffic safety leaders. And we've actually been able to replace faded stop signs as well through this committee. So in terms of education committee, our goal is to have peer-to-peer traffic safety awareness. So we've actually been able to present to local elementary schools on pedestrian and bus safety. So schools like Kelly, we've been able to talk to the 4th and 5th graders, and we've actually had an increase in education and knowledge. So in the beginning of our presentation, only about 20% knew about pedestrian and bus safety, and by the end of it, 70% knew. So it just shows like a 50% increase. We've been able to incorporate mural designs for students as well. So we want to just present to more and more local elementary schools, just so that we can get our message across.
With the street mural, we created the first ever street mural to slow down traffic, and we collaborated with our peers, the urban art students at West Orange High School, and commissioned an artist for this project. We also have the You Got Brains competition. We are awarded $10,000 in cash prize for the past consecutive 3 years. And with this money we were able to give free behind-the-wheel lessons to 20 students.
So last year in April, we had a YB Traffic Safety Festival where we hosted this at Washington Elementary School. So in there, we provided bike lessons, booths, and fun activities like VR headsets, food trucks, and just face painting for the kids. So in that, we created a mural with local participants, as you can see in the bottom left. And then at the end of it, we were actually able to raffle off prizes such as 2 bikes.
With the Stop for Nikhil Walk and Run, we've participated in the 13th annual Walk and Run. With this, we educate participants on the safe passing law. And what that is, it's just to be able to keep 4 feet distance from other vulnerable pedestrians or road users, such as bicyclists as well. And we also raised awareness for the West Orange Vision Zero plan. And at this event, we just share information about who we are and what we do.
So in this, like I said about the mural at the Traffic Safety Festival, we were able to do an unveiling of the mural at Washington Elementary School, where we designed this mural as a creative outlet for the students, just so that it's a visual reminder of the crucial safety skills for these elementary students. And we actually were able to attend the Easy Ride Awards ceremony. So West Orange High School got the gold level recognition from New Jersey Safe Routes to School program. The reason why we got this is because we participated and conducted a school-wide audit on transportation means to and from school. Next week we have a Traffic Safety Week at West Orange High School, where we'll be discussing issues like DUI awareness, pedestrian safety, distracted driving, and speed regulation. And we actually have our slogan, "Don't be a clown, slow down," for that week. We actually have a presentation to the West Orange Council as well. And we have a final presentation submission to the You Got Brains contest. That's all we have for you today, but we wanted to thank you all for listening to our presentation, and we hope to accomplish all the upcoming goals we have for the next few months, and we hope to see you at our upcoming events. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you. I'm Hillary Rubenstein. I'm an 8th grade science teacher at Roosevelt Middle School, and we're thrilled to share our projects that we do in the fall of 8th grade. And the culminating capstone project of this project-based learning unit is we task students with how to use their scientific knowledge to help West Orange and New Jersey prepare for the future. So we have a couple of examples. We had a model over there of students who made a solar trolley that actually there used to be a trolley in West Orange, so they designed a solar trolley to transport citizens up and down the hills of West Orange. We had a gray water storm drain system idea for the Essex Mall, and we had a solar panel buoy charging station for electric boats off the coast of New Jersey, and Maya Hatcher is going to share her idea.
This was a collaboration between me and my friends, Jameson and Addie, we worked together, and this was not the first idea, but after doing some research, we thought that this would be the most efficient way to help globally. Our idea was to basically use the albedo effect to lower heat, basically to make sure the oceans, to make them less warm, and to kind of bring back ice that has been slowly decreasing in the North and South Poles. Our idea, as stated in the name, is an artificial ice platform. It is basically a platform that is going to rest on the ocean that is going to reflect light away from the ocean to lower heat and hopefully bring back ice caps in the North and South Poles. Thank you.
I'd like to bring up a man who's new to West Orange, but he's instrumental in protecting our trees. Walter Kipp is a forester. He's certified by the state of New Jersey. But Walter, come on up and talk to us about what you're doing to protect the West Orange trees and increase the canopy.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm just going to talk about kind of like how we go about it here in West Orange. We're starting to change a little bit how we run our programs, our maintenance programs, and our tree planting programs. We're going to be planting more trees this year. We're going to be using root barriers to protect the sidewalks and the street from the roots uplifting. Our canopy coverage is around 27% now. We'd like to get up somewhere around 40. So it's going to be a pretty heavy tree planting for the next 10, 15 years. We are going to use more native plants. We're also going to try to put some bioswales in between the road and the sidewalk. So basically, that's what we're doing with the tree stuff. I have been involved with the Environmental Commission. I try to be the voice of reason. I try to get things done. We have been writing a community forestry plan that'll open up some grants for us to get for a little more money in grant money for tree planting, tree trimming. We're trying to reduce heat islands in the parking lots when they're putting in new construction. There's going to be more tree islands in the parking lots. So the more trees we have, the less erosion we have, the less flooding we have, which is a major problem down here in the valley. It comes off the mountains and everything runs downhill and we get flooded down here. But that's what I'm going to do, and I know we're short of time.
Yeah. Thanks, Walter. At this point, I'd like to bring up Ryan Del Guercio is the dean in the high school.
All right, thanks, Mike. My name is Ryan Del Guercio. I am one of the deans at West Orange High School. I am also interim assistant principal, and I'm here tonight mostly because I'm also supervisor of technology and engineering. I think that's all the things. But first of all, it makes me very proud to be an administrator at the high school and see the students in the back give their presentation. I know Fight for Green has a presentation too, so you see me in the hallways all the time. So seeing you at events like this makes me very proud to work for the school, and I know the community is proud of you as well. To get involved in the community is very important. So I have a video I want to show you about the technology and engineering department. At the Tech Ed department, we really challenge our students to come up with solutions through design and technology. We further challenge them to come up with solutions that also exhibit sustainability. So lots of what we do is hands-on, project-based. I can sit up here and talk about what we do, but I like to show you what we do. So I do have a short video. This is in addition to our two kind of classes of environmental science and sustainable technologies, and you're going to hear about the Fight for Green Club as well in a second. But this is all about the overview of the technology and engineering department at West Orange High School. You'll see a little cartoon character of me. This is something one of the graphic communication students had some fun with a few years ago. Welcome to West Orange High School. My name is Ryan Del Guercio, and I'm the supervisor of the Technology and Engineering Department, where our students solve real-world problems using design and technology to engineer prototype solutions. Students study the evolution of invention and innovation to determine their impact on society and evaluate emerging technologies. I'm excited and proud to take on a virtual tour of the Technology and Engineering Department. West Orange, New Jersey, home of Thomas Edison, where invention lives. the Tech Ed department at West Orange High School, where problem solving through design lives. In our state-of-the-art facilities, we provide students with rigorous instruction to prepare them to be successful in our ever-changing 21st century global society. Through a hands-on, minds-on approach to learning, students use critical thinking to problem solve through design. 9 of the 10 highest-paying college majors are in engineering fields. Our metro area alone has a high demand for graphic designers, architects, auto mechanics, construction workers, as well as mechanical, structural, and civil engineers. In the course Introduction to Engineering, students will examine emerging technologies, their impact on society, and make informative predictions about the future of technology. Students will develop STEM skills through design-oriented project-based learning by completing projects that include solar-powered inventions and designing and prototyping an animal prosthetic. In the course Sustainable Technologies, students learn about the beliefs, philosophies, and scientific principles that support a more sustainable world and examine how technology can improve sustainability. Projects include the oil spill cleanup device, alternative energy vehicles, and artificial floating islands. In the course Principles of Engineering, students are introduced to the principles of various engineering fields such as mechanical, computer, electrical, chemical, civil, and aerospace. Students apply those principles by engineering projects that solve real-world problems with solutions that exhibit sustainability. Projects include reverse-engineered RC boats, RC planes, pneumatic-powered inventions, and a crash-resistant car chassis. In our capstone course, Engineering and Design Solutions, students deepen their application of the design process by completing more complex project prototypes, which require advanced fabrication skills. They design and fabricate their own inventions based on the needs of our local community and enter into various statewide invention competitions. They will learn about the entire product development process along with how to patent their own invention ideas. In our automotive technology courses, students learn preventative maintenance and are able to complete a full oil change with fluid and filter service. They also learn how to perform wheel balancing, tire rotation, wheel alignment, tune-up, computer diagnostics, and emissions check. After graduation, they also have the opportunity to enter into an apprenticeship program through the International Association of Machinists. Through this program, they can receive the Automotive Service Excellence, or ASE certification, after completing classroom instruction and on-the-job training requirements. In our woodworking courses, students explore the processing of wood using both hand and machine tools. Students learn to safely operate the lathe, bandsaw, table saw, drill press, and a CNC machine. Students design and build projects such as a hat rack, clock, jewelry box, dovetail box, coffee table, cutting boards, and advanced cabinetry. Students also design their own wooden toys which they donate to children in need. In home maintenance, improvement, and repair, students will learn a variety of building trade skills such as construction, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and masonry. In our Electronics 1 and 2 courses, students learn the concepts of electricity such as Ohm's law, electrical components, electrical safety, soldering, radio control, and principles of magnetism. They also learn about important active components such as transistors, semiconductors, diodes, and integrated circuits. Projects include magnetic levitation vehicles, Rube Goldberg machines, alarm systems, robotics, and BattleBots. Students complete a capstone drones project where students build, program, and fly a quadcopter racing drone. In our architectural and engineering design courses, students learn drafting techniques such as hand sketching, orthographic projection, 3D perspective drawings, and computer-aided drafting. Students will learn modeling software such as AutoCAD, Rhino, and SketchUp. Students also design and 3D print models to further enhance their prototyping skills. Students that complete the Honors Architectural and Engineering Design 3 course also have the opportunity to earn college credit with our partnership with Fairleigh Dickinson University. In our digital photography courses, students will complete projects that show well-composed photographs, applying the technical components of DSLR cameras, including aperture, shutter speed, lens types, and lighting. They use Adobe Photoshop for balance, contrast, cropping, and enhancing photos with filters, as well as creating black and white photos from color photos. Major projects include forced perspective, landscape photography, portrait photography, and green screen animation. In our graphic design and communication courses, students will be introduced to all aspects of the graphic communications industry through hands-on experiences in desktop publishing, screen printing, offset printing, 2D and 3D animation, and advanced digital image preparation using Adobe software. Students will use a vinyl cutter to make signs, advertisements, t-shirts, and mugs. Other projects include photo manipulation, advanced photo composition, packaging, memo pads, calendars, and basic animation. As you can see, the Technology and Engineering Department at West Orange High School has much to offer, and our success is proven with students that have gone on to work for employers such as Google, Fuel.com, Xylosoft, Vermont Teddy Bear, NBC, Disney, and last but certainly not least, West Orange High School. We've also been recognized by the New Jersey Technology and Engineering Educators Association as a 5-star exemplary technology and engineering program, and have received the prestigious Program Excellence Award from the International Technology and Engineering Educators Association. Thank you. High school students going to sign up for the courses or what? Did I recruit some? So at the high school we have over 45 clubs and co-curriculars, and one of the most important ones in my mind on a day like today, Earth Hour, is our Fight for Green Club, for what they do with the community and what they do to get the word out to protect our environment. So we have a few students up here to talk about what Fight for Green is and what they're working on this year.
Hello everybody, so I'm going to start by introducing ourselves. My name is Aiden. I'm one of the co-presidents of the Fight for Green Club.
My name is Eric.
My name is Alexa.
So our club is basically focused on environmental preservation and conservation and just any program in the general field of the environment. I'll just let Eric talk a little bit about it.
So at Fight for Green, we advocate for sustainability and environmental conservation. Our mission is to inspire and empower students to take actions towards a greener, more sustainable future for our community. We do this with weekly meetings where we raise awareness on environmental issues, because we believe that if we can educate our members, we can then make informed decisions and opinions. So here's some things we've been up to. So we've started a thrift store, and we encourage high school students to minimize their carbon footprint by decreasing demand for new clothes and in favor of our older donated clothing, while limiting the environmental impacts from producing the clothes.
Yeah, so just to give you a number on that, I would say just over 100 different items were exchanged in the past year with our different clothing swaps. Another one of our more profound projects that we have is the campus cleanup that we do on a monthly basis. I remember last year we had a big one more than outside of the Fight for Green Club, where we had all sorts of clubs and jurisdictions joining together with us to help clean the campus, because it's something that, you know, kind of defines who we are in a way. One of the more important events that we have as a single event would be the Earth Day and Climate Action event. At Fight for Green, we're huge on advocacy. We're just talking about, you know, getting the word out, getting people to, you know, take action rather than just talk about it. And we do this in a variety of different ways. At our school, we have this program called the Student Life Expo towards the end of the year, where a bunch of students just come in, learn about different clubs, And we've been present in every one of these meetings to make sure that we have people coming in and out, so when our seniors leave, we have people who want to take over. Another event that we have would be the Love and Unity Fest, which was something that we did just starting last year, where we had a few of our members just go and talk a little bit about how we can work together as a community to help the environment and focus on it. But the event that I'm here to talk about is the Earth Day and Climate Action event. We have a partnership with one of the local churches in Milburn who run this event where a bunch of different organizations join together to discuss the problems that we have, and in our process to eliminate CO2 emissions and to get people informed, we met close to 100 of different types of people who were running all sorts of different committees. The Essex County Gardener Program, the composting programs for just New Jersey. And it's important to organize events like these because these events kind of get us to get the word out there while also being able to come together to have a unified front against the environmental difficulties that we have today. And now I'd like to introduce Alexa, who's here with another organization collaborated with Fight for Green.
Hi, my name is Alexa Rigatiro, and I recently started my own unofficial plant club. We are working in collaboration with Fight for Green. My plant club, we kind of just work on exclusively plant restoration and plant development. Basically, we examine damaged and unhealthy plants and work to improve their condition in an interactive manner. So this particular plant is a ShopRite rescue plant. It's a peace lily which had yellowing leaves and was quite root bound, and we just worked to diagnose a condition and fix it and recognize how vital plants are to our space. Plants aren't only aesthetically pleasing, but they have many benefits with air quality, which it's important in our school because our school is quite populated. So something like implementing greenery in our classrooms is necessary to improve air quality in the school, among other things. But I think that really sums it up.
Thank you, Alexa, Eric, and Aiden. The town of West Orange received awards for sunken gardens, which are known as water gardens. And when water flows into a sunken garden, you don't have to water it with external water. So the kids in these elementary schools and middle schools have the opportunity to see how it works. At this point, I would like to bring up Dennis Percher. Dennis is a friend as well as an important member of the South Mountain Conservancy. And Dennis will tell you more about it. Dennis, come on up.
Mayor McCartney, Joe, and Mike, thank you for having me come here. You guys have done an exceptional job in leadership and environmental things for many years, and I appreciate being here today. The park, a good part of that is in West Orange. And it's a regional park. This is, it's a county park. It started in 1895 with their planning. And we actually added about 60 acres a few years ago in West Orange, so that in fact, it's a wilderness at your doorstep. It really is, and it's an exceptional, and in the time I've been working with the Conservancy, I'm head of it now, we've put in probably 8 miles of additional trails. We now have about 55 miles of trails. But as I say, if a tree falls in the forest, we may not hear it, but we will hear of it. And our group continually goes out and maintains the trails. In the course of a year, last year, we did about 5,500 volunteer hours. But in fact, some of the things that we've been able to do is remove 185 trees, had hikes almost every week. We've had 364 participants and they're free. We've taken up 253 bags of trash. Our job is, one, to improve the ecology, and I'm really impressed by the work that you're doing in the West Orange High School. And what we're trying to do is the notion of you think globally, but you act locally. Well, we basically maintain as steward of this 2,000-acre park, and in fact, we have a forest regeneration program. We're starting a citizen science program for 1-acre pollinator garden. We have a 14-acre preserve and 41 regeneration sites that we maintain. And also engagement. We believe that we not only want to make it accessible to people, but also have special programs that will get people who are younger out into the reservation. Towards that end, we're having a fairy tales at the ferry trail. We had 300 people last year. This is out of at the ferry trail. If you've never been there, it was written up on CBS News. So there are, lots of ways to get people engaged, but the core of it is to tap into the Eagle Scouts and the volunteers that make this possible. It's a volunteer-driven organization. We can't get this done without high school students, and we have or even middle school, any from 12 years of age and up. Our website is www.somocon, SOMOCON.org, and please come on out. We can use your help. It's a vital part of the community. Thank you.
I would like to bring up another important person, David Alexander from the Essex County Environmental Center, which is on Eagle Rock Avenue in Roseland on the banks of the Passaic River.
All right, thank you. Appreciate a chance to be here. I get fired up, excited about getting to gather with all these other groups that are practicing environmental initiatives locally, making your layups, just trying to put out programming consistently to connect kids with nature. So I get to work at the Essex County Environmental Center. It's part of our Essex County Park system. And for the environmental engineering students, it's a green building. So if you do get a chance to visit or you want to schedule a tour, we are up on stilts since we're in a floodplain. We've had a green roof, we have solar panels, we have rain barrels, we have a rain garden, but we have lots of programming. We have our Earth Day celebration coming up on Saturday, April 20th. It's a terrific opportunity for families to come and engage with nature-themed programming. We also have the Cherry Blossom Festival. If you want to see the greatest diversity of cherry blossom trees in North America, you go right over to Newark to Branch Brook Park and you get to see that. But a little more at the Environmental Center. We run a forest feeder contest, so we create feeders that help to attract wildlife. Primarily what we do at the Environmental Center is we connect kids with nature. We had the kids using binoculars, so we were looking at the bird feeders and we're flipping logs and finding worms. They're holding a worm for the first time underneath a magnifying glass. Earlier in the week, we were looking up in the sky. We saw a bald eagle circle right above the Passaic River. And hopefully we're creating formative experiences with these kids to have a love of nature. We have after-school clubs. There's a Frog Pond Club, a Forest Friends Club, and we hope to see you come out and visit the park and come back for seconds and thirds. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to bring up a member of our West Orange Environmental Commission, Jonathan Redwine.
Thanks, Mike. Really happy to be here today to talk to you all a little bit about the Sustainability Committee, which is part of West Orange's Environmental Commission. Mayor McCartney appointed me to be the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We really focused on a couple of things. Data gathering. You can't really set goals or make change unless you know sort of what you're dealing with. So we focused on two aspects of energy usage in West Orange. One is we created a fleet inventory where we now understand all of the vehicles that the municipality owns, how many miles they drive per year, how much fuel they consume every year. So we're starting to track that. And the second is all of the municipal buildings and how much energy they consume. So we're tracking energy usage in all the buildings, and we're working with Sustainable Jersey to be able to compare how our municipal buildings compare with municipalities across New Jersey. So we'll be able to target and understand if there are buildings that are maybe using more than average, less than average. Are there places where we can take an opportunity to sort of improve the efficiency of a particular building? So that was our goal for 2023, October to December, was to start to track those two metrics, the fleet and the municipal, the building footprint of our municipality. And so this year we talked about what our goal should be, and we would set our goal to be to create a community energy plan for West Orange. And we're going to create goals and projects to improve sustainability of our town. It'll be sort of a plan for increased efficiency and reduction of greenhouse gas emissions in West Orange over the next 3 to 5 years. And so we're working with Sustainable Jersey to do this. Sustainable Jersey is a statewide program that is in place to help municipalities increase sustainability and to help the state of New Jersey meet its efficiency goals. So for our community energy plan, we're going to be focused on particular categories: transportation, renewables and distributed energy resources, maximizing efficiency and conservation and reducing energy consumption, supporting community energy planning with a particular emphasis on low and moderate income communities, and we're going to expand clean innovation economy. Those categories sort of encompass things that you hear a lot about: EV infrastructure, fleet efficiency, community solar projects, sourcing and purchasing renewables for the municipality, improving efficiency for new building construction, increasing efficiency in existing buildings, inclusivity and energy planning, maybe some mobility programming, also looking at our municipal code to see if we need to update and upgrade our code to allow for improved sustainability in development projects, energy storage, and things like that. And one of the reasons that we want to pursue this goal in the Sustainability Committee, there's a $10,000 grant that we're going to apply for, which is just a little bit of money to help us create this plan. But one of the big reasons for creating the plan and the program in this way is that on the back end, there are implementation grants that are potentially available. And the amounts of those grants are not trivial. That you can apply for an implementation grant that goes up to $250,000. So you can imagine that the project can be pretty large and you can get pretty significant support in terms of money to implement a plan that you put together. So that's what we're focused on. That's kind of what our goal is for 2024. I really appreciate the opportunity to be doing this, Mayor McCartney. And I'm really looking forward to coming back and reporting on our success. So thanks very much.
This year, in talking about the South Mountain Reservation, I got involved with HUB, which is a civic group in Orange. They got a grant for bringing people into the environment. They asked me if I would lead some nature hikes into the reservation. And six weeks ago, we found that we won the national award, and we got a grant this year to do the program even bigger and better. This year, what we're going to do is take their blood pressure before we go and take their blood pressure afterward. And it's a marked difference when you're out in the woods for over half an hour and above, that your blood pressure actually goes down. We're going to put the names of the participants and the beginning and ending of their blood pressure to really explain to people that it's physical and mental. At this time, my partner with the hikes I was talking about, Cherie Harrison, got here. She and I created the hiking program that won the national award, and we called it Trail Mix. And we're again doing it this year, bigger and better. So Cherie, come on up.
But I'll make it brief because I know it's about over. But I want to thank Mike for assisting me and working with me to create Trail Mix. We did win 2024 new grantee award through the River Network, which we will be flowing out to Michigan, and we will be presented with award and also hosting workshops to new grantees. What Trail Mix is, we work with the urban communities, the city of Orange and surrounding communities, bringing them up to the beautiful reservations in West Orange and surrounding areas. We also work with the schools, bringing our friends from the Environmental Center down to the schools to work with the students there, hand-on activities, as well as bringing groups of members and community members up to the Environmental Center. We got to hang out with them last year for Earth Day. Hopefully we do it again, where we got to canoe, we got to do rock climbing, and just seeing what we have just in our backyards. So I want to give a big clap to the Environmental Center and thank my friend Dave for working with me last year. And you guys are so supportive to all my ideas and my thoughts, whether it's in West Orange or at Orange. So I want to thank everyone for that as well. So again, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Jane is not only my wife, but she runs a tropical plant business, Jane's Interior Plantscapes.
From the time that we got married, Michael always said, I want plants in our home. So in our apartment, we bought plants. Some grew under a shelf, I don't know how. but that started my love for plants. And what I've learned over the years from NASA is that there's more pollution in your house than there is outside. And the plants absorb that, and NASA says you must have plants in your house to clean the air in your house.
Thank you for everyone who's participated in this program to get a broad overview of what we're doing locally for our planet. So I appreciate everybody coming. I thank you for it. I think we've had a very successful Earth Hour 2024. And have a good evening, and thank you again.